When economics is often described as a dismal science, but economists like to try and make it a little bit more colorful once in a while, and especially when they're talking about economic recovery, especially after severe setback, they like to describe it in terms of the alphabet, U, V, W, etc., etc., just to make it more graphic and make it more easily understood by the lay public. So, in the context of the COVID, particularly, this became popular after a research paper produced by ING, the Dutch financial institution, two researchers over there, who tried to foresee, and this was, mind you, back in April 2020, when they tried to foresee what the global economic recovery would be like. So I'm Maithili Bhusmut, consulting editor with ET and ET Now. And here I'll try and put things in perspective and try to explain what do these different letters of the alphabet really mean in terms of the kind of recovery that the economies are likely or hopefully will experience. So let's start first with the best, which is a V-shaped recovery, where particularly after something like a pandemic, you have a sharp plunge in the GDP growth. So you have a deep, sharpward plunge, and then you have an equally dramatic improvement once things like the lockdown, etc., that were imposed post the pandemic outbreak of the pandemic. Once these lockdown and other measures are removed, you have a dramatic recovery in the economy as well, because the pent-up demand comes and you have the upward, the right-hand side of the V, as it were. So you have a sharp V-shaped recovery, a sharp down immediately after the pandemic hits. I mean, all economic activity perhaps comes to a standstill because of restrictions imposed in a bid to contain the pandemic. And once these restrictions are removed, you have an equally dramatic improvement in economic activity. So you get the right-hand side of the V. So that obviously is the best kind of recovery that you could have. A temporary dip followed by equally sharp increase. The next, as I said, is a U-shaped recovery, where you have the downward plunge, and then the recovery is not so immediate or not so dramatic. So it takes some time for the economy to recover. So in the meanwhile, because particularly usually what happens is that the restrictions are removed slowly, by and by. So there is a time when you have the base of the U. So you have the sharp fall, then you have the base when things slowly start looking up, and then you have the recovery. So you have the right-hand side of the U. So you have a U-shaped recovery, down, then when things start improving slowly, and then the recovery gathers pace. So you have the right leg of the U. So you have the U. The third kind of shape could possibly be a W. Now, why would you have a W? You would have a W if the virus were to return. As we saw in many parts of the world, all over the world almost, the virus did return. So after, in fact, even in countries where the sharp downward fall was followed by a seemingly rapid recovery, and we saw a V taking shape, then the pandemic struck again, the virus made its second appearance, and we saw again a sharp fall in economic activity. Then, of course, because the vaccination particularly, that helped governments move the lockdowns, the restrictions that they had imposed earlier, and we saw an equally dramatic improvement. We saw the right leg of the W. So you had down, a V forming, and then because of the return of the virus, again a plunge down, and then in the right leg of the W, so you had a W-shaped recovery. So that is a W-shaped recovery. Then you could have perhaps what is the worst case scenario, in which case you could have an L-shaped, I wouldn't even call it a recovery, an L-shape of the economic activity, let me put it that way. So you have a sharp downward plunge, and following that, because the virus is so difficult to eradicate, and maybe because you really don't have any effective answers, the vaccination, God forbid, doesn't prove to be so, such a good armor and so effective, the economic activity remains, stabilizes, as it were, at a very low level. So you have the bottom leg of the L. So you have a sharp plunge down and then an L where the entire economy settles down at a lower level of activity. This is obviously the worst case scenario where you do not have economic activity returning to anywhere near the pre-COVID levels. So that is the L-shaped kind of recovery, which hopefully no country in the world will see. And so far, we have not seen too many signs of it, simply because the vaccination does seem to work. People are getting immune to the virus, and we are seeing governments being able to roll back the restrictions that they have imposed. Another kind of recovery, which we are, I think, perhaps going to see in India, is what is known as a K-shaped recovery. Mind you, this is something that the ING research paper never really foresaw at all. Because in in the K recovery, what happens is that you have a sharp downward fall, and then the economy, as it were, divides itself into two parts, as it were. So you have one part of the section, one part of the population, or one section of the economy doing quite well. So you have a V shape forming on top, but the bottom half, the people at the lower end of the pyramid, at the bottom of the pyramid, the lower middle class, the poor, etc., they continue to do very poorly. So they form the bottom leg of the K. So you have a K-shaped recovery, which means that you have growing disparities. One part of the economy seems to recover very well. So we have a few people, a few sectors doing very well. Like we've seen in India, the stock market is doing very well. IT, pharma sectors like that are doing very well. So those who are invested in the stock market, those who are in these sectors are doing quite well because they can work very well from home. Whereas the vast majority of the people in our country cannot do that. So their fortunes and their level of economic activity has plunged. So their welfare has formed the lower leg of the K, and what we're seeing increasingly emerge in India is a K-shaped kind of recovery. Now, this is not good news at all for a country like India for two reasons. A, the vast majority of our people are poor. Let us accept it. It is only a minuscule minority of the people who are really rich and benefit from the stock market bubble, what if you call it, or you wouldn't call it the upward shooting up of the stock market, whatever. But the vast majority of the people are either poor or just above poverty line. So in that case, that means they are not going to be doing well at all. The recovery is not going to happen for them. What happens, the second reason why this is not good for us is that in a democracy where every person's vote has equal value, such unhappiness in the vast majority of the people is going to spill over onto the streets. This has implications not only in terms of social unrest, but also in terms of political unrest. And that is not good for a country like ours, where the social fabric, given the kind of complexities that we have so many different kinds of, different ethnicities, language, caste, creed, every kind of reason to divide us. We do not need economic disparities to divide us once again. So the K-shaped recovery, which unfortunately is what we seem to be experiencing, is perhaps what is happening in India. We need to rapidly do something about the bottom leg of the K and make that into a W, if not into a V.